Yes, people, welcome back. First things first, if you are a subscriber, I feel like you should pay your rent. This is a transfer video. Imagine we're actually in January. We did a transfer video. It's only taken 7 days. I've done one earlier as well, a little update for the mornings. I'm gonna keep on doing them as well. But subscribe if you're a new subscriber, or if you're just coming over to the channel and you're thinking what's going on here. There will be shamelessness. There will be context. There's a mixture of everything. Personally, best panels on YouTube for multi-clubs and whatnot, forever changing every single time. The early ones that are here, man, like Hooks, man, that Mike's very punctual, you know. They're being allegations for black people, the IC3 lateness. The ones that are late, though, is the other two.
Break the cycle sometimes, man.
Yeah. Chess is on holiday conveniently. You know, conveniently, Hooks. You know, I thought you only just went to Bali.
Yeah,
Crazy.
man. Yeah, man. Fly out every time they lose. I hear it. Drop points.
It must be nice. Must be nice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Right now, I'm looking like Iceman from flipping Batman. But yeah, Monts will be here. Can't wake up to an alarm. That's why I'm literally his personal alarm. And then Jay will be here in a sec. He's working. He's actually allowed that part. And then, you know what I'm saying? Joey will join in a little bit later. One or the other, anyway, or my cousin, maybe both. But anyways, yeah, smash the likes. We got a lot to talk about. Rashford, multiple clubs are interested in taking his services. Apparently, there's a couple in the Premier League as well. And we're going to talk about Chelsea as well with Guehi, which is interesting. Disaster actively looking to get sold, it's a Chelsea thing, you know what I mean? Chelsea and transfers. You can't beat Chelsea and transfers. They're just transfer kings, in it. I haven't seen much about Arsenal be real hooks unless you can tell me. But it's Omar Marmoush to Man City updates. And then there's Muani updates as well, let alone Douglas Luiz and whatnot. But the main lot, let's talk about that man, Rashford.
So when does his contract run out?
3 years. Is it 3 years? It's 4 years, 3 years, 3.5 years. I think it's 3.5 years if I'm correct. It could be 4.5. Well, he didn't just sign a new contract, so yeah, I say 3.5 years. But they're saying a loan with obligation is going to be the most likely. You know, Dortmund's involved, AC Milan's involved, Juventus are interested, Galatasaray want him, and I'm pretty sure there's some Napoli's been linked and whatnot. Where should Rashford's destination be? Where do you think where do you feel like he should end up?
PSG.
I haven't seen them. I've seen them a link, but I don't think they're interested.
I think outside of the Prem, definitely outside of that. He needs a period outside of the Prem where he can just be out of the English media, just focus on his football, get back to Rashford of old, and then maybe at some point think about a move back to the Premier League. But the problem with him is just not a problem with him. The problem with Manchester United is how do you get him off your books? Because he's on a lot of money.
That's easy.
Teams aren't going to want. Teams aren't going to rid of him amount that they'll probably have to pay to take him off the books. And then if it's a loan with an obligation to buy, yeah, that's cool. But who covers the wages? Because I don't think.
I think United will cover part wages out. I reckon no club's going to be I'm going to take 300. I don't think, but I feel like United will pay a good 100 out of that, maybe even half. I'd say. I don't think United cover all of that. But that's the whole point of a lower transfer fee, though, isn't it? If you lower the transfer fee, obviously that means they're more obliged to obviously give a bit of a better wage because it's part of the package, innit? If you ask for 40 million, hence why Sancho, innit? Sancho went for 25 because he was on hefty wages, takes his cut because most of it's already covered through Chelsea and what the deal is. I mean, 300k. I mean, Dusan Vlahovic is on something similar at Juve. Let's be real.
Yeah, but
it's not like they can't afford him. You know, this smells like an Italian transfer to a T.
AC Milan makes sense, but I still think PSG. I agree with you, Hooks, because obviously the Mbappe thing in it. Let's be bro. I heard comparisons with them in the past. He even tried to little bro him in the past, so I think it is kind of destined. But I do kind of think he's a mercenary in the sense that he only plays for when he wants money in it. So I'm surprised I ain't heard no links to Saudi Arabia because. Are you thinking he's too young for Saudi? I don't think he's too young for Saudi. I've seen guys like.
Nah, apparently he's already
no.
rejected 3 Saudi offers.
Yeah,
He don't want to go.
That's mad because
he's too young for Saudi. He's too young.
Nah, he's not too young for Saudi. Look at what's his name, Diaby from flipping Villa. I've seen wingers.
You know when the brother's called Kusanov, you know he's a bad boy, innit?
So it should sound like he should be in the UFC, innit?
Yeah, he just sounds like he's gonna be one of them elite Eastern Europeans. You know what I mean? Like it's just like he's just got that name Kusanov, and then
Who's he though? Is he any good?
He's from Lons, I think. Is it Lons? Apparently, he's one of the. He's a very good. Let's just say it like this: he's a white boy centre back that's playing in the French, and he's handling it.
Okay,
he's decent.
who's linked to him though?
Man City, Man City.
Oh, okay.
One for the future and all that, but he can play now basically. But yeah, but back to the Rash Bandicoot stuff. But
man, cool.
Yeah, messing it really.
I feel like he should go. I think for me, I don't think Juventus suits him. I think the way Thiago Motta plays, he's gonna find himself out of favor. And if you go to somewhere like AC Milan, it's kind of like I always said that Leao is literally the piri version of Rashford. I think he goes in there. You got a lot more space to operate in. I saw the other day McTominay allowed to turn freely and put his head up and literally drive with the ball.
Have you seen that video where it's slow motion on McTominay and it literally looks like Zidane? I'm not even taking a piss. Like he's literally taking a player out of the game, doing body feints, splitting defenses, bro. And this is someone that struggled for first team football at your club, bro.
Yeah.
So if he goes to Italy with all of those pizza makers that are about to retire, yeah, bro, I think it's worth it still. That's
yeah. Look, I know there's some United fans as well that are hoping like, oh, go to Napoli, swap deal with like Kvaratskhelia, like one goes one way, one go. I'm telling you now, right now, this like people need to like understand it from my point of view. If you believe that, like in an ideal world, absolutely amazing. You know what? That would be brilliant. But that's just like, but if it was you lot, let's think of it, and you was Napoli, and you're thinking put the Napoli glasses on. Are you, as a fan, as the Italian owner version of Levy, basically, are you looking at Kvaratskhelia and saying, you know what would be right? Swap deal with Rashford because he's going to make us even better than what Kvaratskhelia is going to make us. Does that deal make any sense in your heads? Because for me, that's just never going to happen.
Unless it's like you
Rashford and bare bread.
Yeah,
that's that's £100 million player.
Yeah, Rashford
like they're gonna ask for that. If they ask for 100 million for like Osimhen or more, excess of that, what do you think they're gonna make of Kvaratskhelia right now?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like it's like what AA FIFA said. There's more chance of Daps having dreads than a swap deal with Kvaratskhelia. Oh my days! Hey Zane, you got Daddy's credit card out here today. Lovely, my friend. Big up though, man. I hope you're well. Cass, get ready to be cooked in the FA Cup. Thanks for the draw against Liverpool. Hey, you're welcome, man. You know what? At least you said thank you. You got very good manners. You're gonna get Zane. You're gonna get absolutely mush up at Emirates. Maybe it might be like a 1-0 or 2-1, but we're gonna get mush up. You know what I'm saying?
What 4-0
soon release? League on a pre-record soon release about that. Let's see what he has to say because he hates United. What's that?
4-0 Arsenal.
Whatever. Did you beat us 4-0 last time? What 4 set pieces?
They're coming to the Emirates, bro.
Yeah, what happened last time at the Emirates?
2-0, bro.
And how did you play?
We played well.
And this time who's not playing? Who's whipping in the ball? On the inside on the other side.
Jesus, bro. Jesus whipping the ball, bro. Don't worry, man.
Jesus help us. Jesus
right,
help us.
You man are lucky that you're dodging Wanyeri, you know. You're lucky that you're dodging.
I'm lucky. All right, cool. Then
but we got something for you though. Still, don't worry.
Cool. You're lucky. You're lucky. Rashford ain't playing then, if that's the case.
You're comparing?
I don't know. He likes to go against Arsenal. There you go. There you go. Same thing. Did
he score last time?
I don't know because he didn't play. So last time he did play, he did. So yeah.
Did anybody score last time?
Huh?
Did anybody score last time?
No. But it's like new year, new me, innit? Like I told you, I'm unbeaten I'm unbeaten in 2025. Jay, can you say the same?
Oh man, yeah, so am I. No,
Jay, can you say the same? Jay, can you say the same?
I think I am as well. Oh my lord.
How you doing though, Jay, man?
I'm not bad. I'm not bad, Kaz. He's still not above us.
Who you got next?
I don't even know who we got.
Oh, I do. This one. Look up, look up, look up.
Yeah, look up, man. Look up.
Is
You
it
got
Arsenal?
big bro next.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. At the Emirates.
Hey,
They
Jay, who have I got? Have a wild
I-
guess. Have a wild guess.
Southampton?
Oh my god! Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. So,
yeah.
but we have to wait a couple of weeks for that, though. I mean, a week, basically like a week. So
Weekend,
we'll
it's,
see.
no, it's so
Midweek. Like
midweek,
we
yeah.
got. I think we're playing on a Thursday, and I think you're
Yeah,
playing on a
I mean,
Wednesday.
we might have hold on. We're not
Thursday,
gonna have a
maybe.
centre back. I don't listen. You know me, like I'm a cup guy this season. You know what I mean? I'm just a cup guy this season. So yeah, it's not. Yeah, I mean, what is there to say? We're in the bottom half of the table.
Yeah.
This half of the season. Not much to.
Would you take Rashford?
Would I say what?
Rashford. Would you take Rashford?
In a heartbeat, they employ Timo Werner.
No, I wouldn't take Rashford.
That's so true.
Not because hold on, not because I don't think Rashford's still a good player or he can add value, but we already have like Son, and I'd rather a different kind of profile on as a left winger if we were going to bring a left winger in. So I don't want another. Basically, we just no to Rashford because it would be like our only winger signing, and people like Rashford clears, wash Son. This and that. I'm already like Son still contributed more than him last season, contributed more than him the season before, has contributed more than him this season. So I get where people are coming from because aesthetically, you can watch Son over the last month and think he's washed or he's not running like he used to, or but you know, when you have high quality Premier League players, you know, you don't just give up on them, in my opinion, anyway, because the newer generation is yet to prove these figures. Like the Kvara is a good example. I think he's a great player. I like him stylistically, but if he repeated the kind of output that he's doing at Napoli, you all would be telling me he's not good enough. You all would be saying he's not of that level. People are crying to pay 60 million for Nico Williams. Like, okay.
I think he's about 42. His release cost 42, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying Nico Williams. Is Nico Williams better than Anthony Gordon? I don't know.
Yes, yes.
Nah, no, he's not.
No, he's not. No, is he? No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's not.
European stage, bro.
Yeah, but that's nice. But it's like we've also. Okay, what Marino had a great European stage.
No, he didn't.
Arts Hooks,
yeah, he did. He did. That's why
he scored a header.
No.
Yeah, no, but he played well. He played well in the Euros. To be fair, whenever the time,
I saw he was on the bench.
Whenever he cameoed, he done well.
Yeah, cameos, bro. Nico Williams was carrying their team, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how you want to look at it. Nico Williams, for his standard of what Euros he had or hype he had around him, right now is not having a good season. Don't mean he's not a good player. He's just not having a good season.
And this is the thing: what fans do for rival players, but they don't do for their own players. They will give rival players a pass. They'll be like, okay, this guy's not performed for 6 months. Doesn't matter. That's cool. He's a great player. But they don't have the same conscious eye for their own players. Like Nico Williams, you look at Dani Olmo, you look at Yamal, and you look at Williams. He's the worst of those. To me, he's the worst of those three forwards. He's the most unproven of those three forwards. And when you have someone like Anthony Gordon, who is giving you guaranteed, no questions asked, 20 GA in the league and is a high-level threat for 90 minutes. How the fuck are you going to tell me take Nico Williams over that guy?
Because on the big stage, I've seen him absolutely moonwalk it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, who's the one that stood up for Spain in the Euros final, bro? Like, this is all I need to see. That's all I needed to see, bro. And I've seen Gordon. Has Gordon even played?
Anyways, forget all of that, man. Talking about left wingers that we're not even discussing on transfers. Cabra went for 6 months without scoring goals, playing in the Pizza League. The eye test merchant will fail in a real league. I disagree, but
That's
tip for tat regardless. But where do you? I'll just ask these two. You know, Rashford's got a lot of suitors. Where do you lot feel at the bottom? Obviously, pick up Joey and Jay. Where do you feel like he should end up? He's got Dortmund in Bundesliga interested. He's still got a Premier League club or two interested, so he could stay here potentially. And then he's obviously got Serie A, and then there's Turkey.
Dortmund's a pretty good landing spot if he's doing a loan or something. But
What the
It's-
I think
Sancho
that
situation.
Dortmund one though. I think the Dortmund one relies on how Daniel Malen moves. Like if Daniel Malen moves goes to Villa, then I could see Dortmund definitely going for him. And if Daniel Malen doesn't go, I could see Villa going for Rashford. Like just straight up going for Rashford after that.
He would probably suit them as well. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Why is no one talking about Rashford to Arsenal?
Sorry, I'm just laughing because somebody just wrote Anthony Gordon only has 20 GA once. I'm like, the brother's 23. how many times do you expect him to be able to deliver it? But
I mean,
listen,
Nico Williams is the same age, isn't he?
has Nico Williams ever done 20 GA in a season?
I don't know. I just
don't know.
heard you
He's got
guys
silverware,
starting
mate.
this conversation with Nico Williams. That's what I remember.
Yeah. I'm basically my rhetoric is who's better, Nico Williams or Anthony Gordon?
I'm not gonna say it's not close, but come on, bro.
It's closer than most people want to admit. Let's just
it's closer.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm like it's. Well, people say GA merchants are killing the sport. Listen, when Gordon's running at your right back, everyone feels a little bit of pressure. Do you know what I mean? Like the guy's not the guy.
No, he's a good player, bro. He's a good player.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone knows it's close, and Gordon's better. Like if somebody tells me what Nico Williams is better than Gordon at, maybe aesthetically he's a better dribbler.
Winning trophies, but cool,
bro. What,
Thank you.
Like,
hey, come on, man.
but like,
But
yeah,
is what
fair
it is.
enough.
I
Go,
said,
sorry,
I
The thing is like if you put Gordon in that same position that Yamal was in, he's gonna do something pretty Yamal Nico Williams. He's gonna do something pretty similar in the way that he scores it. Especially like with having like the options of like the players that was feeding him the ball in that Euros, like the best midfield available, pretty much in the entire Euros. The best young player in the entire Euros, it was creating for him. He was just putting his chances away, really. That's what it was. That's really what it was in the Euros. It wasn't like he was like this unbelievable player during the Euros. He was just putting his chances away.
Yeah. But I think I said anyways, I think Rashford should go Serie A. I think AC Milan stylistically, since that's the word, he should go AC Milan and fight for a spot there. Because if Leao is to leave or whatever, I don't think you're gonna miss it too much or whatever. He might even switch back to his 4-2-2, the new coach. I know he's running with a 4-3-3 at the moment, but in his his first game, and he got a cup.
Yeah, well,
Shameless.
second game.
Yeah, shameless, man, shameless. But yeah, guys, make sure you keep smashing up the likes. Let me know where you feel Rashford should go. We're on 74 likes. Can we get this to 100 and whatnot? But let's move from there. Also, we got more to talk about. Talking your club, Joey. Chelsea got options. In terms of centre backs. But one's been on the list. There's two on the list, I believe. But there's one that you're looking actively to sell at the moment, which is Axel Disaster. Come out yesterday. You're looking to move him on. It's about time, though, isn't it?
Yeah. He needed to go. Like he's had too many. This league just didn't suit him. I don't know if I've always said this about Disasi. Like I don't think he's like the worst of the worst defenders, but he's a box defender. And like as a team that plays like front-footed football at this current moment, like he just isn't suited to be running up and down from the halfway line trying to defend people, running backwards really. Like it's just not what he's good at. And like just for like the sake of our conversation, the best game that Axel Disasi ever had was against City. The reason why is because he had to defend his box for 90 minutes. Like we were defending for our lives for 90 minutes. And that's why he had his best game. But outside of that, he can't defend going forward. Like or coming like or staying from the halfway line defending, he can't do it. So I'm just glad that he's being moved on because he's just not suited for our team. I mean, I'm not too, huh?
Do you think he'll have suitors though?
Yeah, it's Chelsea, bro.
Sure.
And he's,
For sure,
you know
bro.
what I mean?
Here's the one thing about us compared to everybody else is we just know how to sell players. Like that's the one thing that forever. I
That's a
just
bit.
don't worry about like if we have a player that we need to get rid of, we'll get rid of him. That's not that big of a deal. I know that we will. But all the other teams, I can't say the
That's
same.
mad.
For my team, I know that we'll find somebody to buy him. That's all it is.
Hey, Joe,
I
you
know
know
that.
why you're saying that? Yeah, it's because of teams like flipping Arsenal that would buy your crap, bro. That's the reason. Arsenal spend
Hey,
Nah,
hey,
billions on your
I
rubbish.
don't
but-
bring up other teams' names. I don't need to bring other teams' names because you bought some of my scraps too. Don't act like you didn't.
Yeah,
You
Chelsea.
did.
But
So, like,
Kovacic.
yeah, you bought some
But
of my scraps,
that
bro.
wasn't scrap, bro. Let's be honest.
Like
be
everybody
real.
says there's not scraps until the performances
Nah.
and the legs and all this other shit just starts to pile on top of it.
Different.
And then you're wondering, why did I get this guy? Like that's what's happened to every single one of the other guys. Mount,
You can say it.
Havertz,
Yeah.
whoever.
Thank you.
You know? But yeah, you did get the best of the bunch, at least. You did get the best of the bunch.
Yeah, I was talking about Havertz and Mount and David Luiz.
But I mean, you did
Tech
too.
and
Kovacic
guys
is.
like
I
that.
mean, Kovacic is in his last legs. He can't be in the. Can't
Yeah, we
keep
still
him
got a
playing in
lot
the
out of
Prem.
that guy. Don't get twisted. Still got a
That's
lot
fair.
out of that guy, bro.
That's
I'm
fair.
telling
That's fair.
Who do you think that Chelsea will realistically sign in January though?
I think it's gonna be Guehi, bro. I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up being Guehi. I don't mind it either. I think he'd be a good partner for Levi Kolo, just like stylistically. I think he'd be a good partner. I'm not like the biggest Guehi fan either. Like I'm not like this giant. We need to get Guehi, but like with the names that they're giving us, like that we're like linked with. It's like that Kusanov guy that City's linked with. I'm not like, bro. Like, don't get me a center back that can't buy a drink at the bar. Like, just don't get me somebody who can't buy a drink at the bar. Like, I need somebody of age, please. Like, do not get me somebody that's 20-something years old and all that. Please, just give me somebody who's been in this league for at least 2 years who can, like, I don't need someone coming in and just having a betting in period that's just awful when we need a center back. Just come in, hit the ground running. That's why I need like a Guehi. That's why I would like a Zermani. Because they know the league, they can hit the ground running right away.
Yeah, but actually, the one I was going to talk more on the Guehi one. Do you feel like he would be the right fit to next to someone like Cole and obviously Cucurella in the back line? I know Cole was quite an aggressive defender. I've spoken a little bit earlier on one of the videos. It's just I just don't think that's a great partnership. I mean, footballing wise, amazing, but I just don't look at it thinking, like, who's the brute? I don't look at Cole as a brute. He's like for me, I think his aggression is great, but he's like a fake. He's like a fake brute for me. Yeah, but I just don't think I don't think he is that.
Right, but here's the thing, Cass. We can't have two guys with a little one screw up loose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cole got a little bit of a screw loose, son. And where Guehi, he's more of the calming presence. Like that's why I think it actually does make sense, like stylistically. Where Koa does like to come out. He is like a little bit of a fake tough guy. I'm not gonna front about it. He is a little bit of a fake tough guy, but like he does like to go forward and make those.
I think it's a stupid signing. I think it'd be a stupid signing for the amount of money they would ask for.
Here's the thing, right? The amount of money they would ask for, no matter what, is 20% off because we have a sell-on clause on Guehi already. So if we went to go buy Guehi back, there's a 20% sell-on clause on him regardless. So like if Newcastle went and spent 70 million on him, Crystal Palace would only get 50 million for him because we have that 20% sell-on clause on him because he was an academy player from us. That's why it's that the deal money-wise actually is more around like 50 million rather than the 70 million that they would want for him from like Newcastle because they have to give us 20%
they would get 60 million. No,
whatever. I didn't do the numbers off the top of my head, but you get the drift.
But I know Crystal Palace, they're not pricks though, because they're not in a rush to sell him. Look at who's it, Lacroix, whatever his name is. He's decent, yeah. So they've already got a replacement for him anyway.
Nah, they don't because they play a back three and they don't even have. They would have to get another player. Like that's the thing.
I think Guehi's is actually. I don't like the signing in isolation, but I think he's not a terrible partner for Colwell. I think those two could make sense together as a partnership. Like Colwell's a little bit more, because Guehi strikes me, whilst he's a leader at Crystal Palace, he doesn't necessarily strike me as a leader at Chelsea. Whereas Colwell is kind of, you know, he wants that kind of mantle. I think Guehi's a little overrated personally, but I do see quality in him. I think for me, Guehi's played a lot of his career in a low/mid block team.
Yeah.
And now, a thing for me when you're trying to sign players is, are we replicating the environment that the player's done well in? Yeah. And I'm saying here that, like, I think it's difficult.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Like, you can't always look at it in such a black and white sense.
What I'm saying is the job for any club is to mitigate the risk of a transfer. Do you see what I mean? You're trying to lower the risk or bust potential of the player.
Sure.
So I think if you buy a player who's never played in a high line system, halfway line, pushing up, all this sort of stuff, there's a risk there as to how the player is going to perform.
For sure.
And that's it. So my thing is that not to say he can't perform, but there's a question mark for me around it.
Yeah, I don't look at it as a good partnership at all. I look at Chelsea thinking what you need really.
And also, he's playing in the back. And also, he's playing in the back three. So you're taking a guy from a back three.
But technically, Chelsea play back three. Yeah, Chelsea.
I think it's relevant to an extent, because somebody can say, like, say like a Rudiger at you guys played in the back three, went to play in the back four, looked great. Maguire, to me, is a good back four defender, but he's an excellent back three defender. Do you see what I mean? So certain players can look better in back three.
I think they're in a bit of a. I feel like they need a towering figure a little bit. Someone that's actually not even the better word is someone.
He's average in the air.
Someone that's good in it. That's what I was gonna say. Someone that's good in the air, because I think Chelsea struggle a little bit with that with their centre backs, unless they got disaster on the pitch, or Badiashile, who's much better in the air, but they're just not good enough players for Chelsea, right? I feel like they need a Vega, but on the other side, the right-footed version, because it's like they play a back three, but they need someone that's comfortable out wide, but it's also good in the air. If that makes sense.
I think that like last year, if we were talking about like the way that we played last year we had struggles aerially. Like, I was one of the first people to tell people that, like, we had struggles aerially. This year, I don't see it as much. The struggles aerially, like we don't concede from set pieces as much as we did last year. We're not like conceding all these crosses into the box. Like, it's not necessarily a thing of like aerially for me right now, at least. But once again, I don't know. I think that this Guehi situation, though, I think that Crystal Palace will just end up being stubborn, though. It's gonna be a tough. Yeah. It's gonna be a tough sale in January, like to actually get him regardless.
I said this name yesterday, by the way. You said it earlier, Joey. That Zabani. I said that yesterday. My cousin, like the idiot he is at times, is like, when with Chelsea fans are we gonna stop talking about what a player is going to be and what he is? Howson's the new flavor of the month, or Howson, how you say his name, from Bournemouth. He's 18. You just got Anselmino, I believe, from all the way from Argentina. And it's like, stop with these players with no experience. You need someone at the back line who's played a bit of football. Not saying that.
That's my.
You can't look for a leader just like there. Don't get me wrong, but that's why I said Zabani's played at least 100 games of football. At least, I'd say he's been in the Premier League for a couple of seasons now. It's like, cool. He's at a decent age. He's not old. He's not young, but he's there. He plays in the back three. He's suited to it, and he's really good. He's superb on the ball. So I just look at someone like that where I feel like that's a gem, and there's going to be other gems elsewhere as well in the world. I just feel like if you go for a Guehi, or even if you recall, there's no point getting Guehi. You might as well recall Chalobah then and let him have a run. But then it's like, does Chalobah want to be there after he pretty much got forced out?
Yeah, I don't think the Chalobah situation, like, it'd just be embarrassing if we bring Chalobah back. That's the only thing. But I don't think it would be a problem to bring him back. It would just be embarrassing. That's the only thing. Just because we like isolated him out in the beginning of the year just to bring him back. Like, that shit would be embarrassing. Like, but outside of that, like, I don't have any questions about Chalobah's mentality, just being like as a football player for our club. Like, I do not have any questions about it. He'll come back, he'll play, and he'll be fine. Like, that part's not too big of a deal. But I just think we need better. That's it. I just think we need better.
Just on a quick thing, like, what about tossing? Like, why are you even looking for? And you sent like you got. I remember the way that like a lot of Chelsea fans were talking about tossing in the summer. Like, what's happened there?
Bro, life has happened, Hooks, man, because he was a 26-year-old defender leaving Fulham on a free transfer. And, Occam's razor, sometimes the simplest explanation is the explanation. Like, he's a 26, 27-year-old defender leaving Fulham on a free transfer. What are we doing here? Do you know what I mean?
So he's shit, basically.
I'm saying this.
I got roasted when I said that Chelsea.
No, because the thing about modern football, and these people talk about hoisting and stuff, you get rated more for what you potentially could do, and we've never seen you at that level than what you've actually done and what you've delivered. So
congratulations, Hook. You made a great point. Guess what? We'll still make another 20 million off tossing, and it will be all pure profit. And you guys will be wondering why we can spend more money in the summer rather than more than you guys. So like, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to sit here and get upset about what?
That's the business element. Like, and I hear that side of it, but surely as a Chelsea fan, you care more about bringing in
the results,
the right player. But
I'm not. My problem with this is Hooks. My problem with this is Hooks. I've been a staunch hater of these sporting directors for the last year and a half now. So like if they want to keep shooting themselves in the foot with the players that they're buying, so be it, because they deserve to be sacked last year personally for not giving us a striker for over 12 months. They should be sacked. Plain and simple. We've gone one striker for an entire year. They should be sacked. Period. So to me, let them the whole them picking the right player to me is like sink your own grave. It works or it doesn't. Sink your own grave. Start digging right now, brother, because I'm gonna be the one putting the dirt over you. Okay, so start digging right now. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm gonna go grab my tea real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, who else is?
And does anyone else have any other centre back shouts? What's available potentially? Because
them men
that's footed though. They need a right footer.
That brother at Sporting, man.
Sporting in it, bro. You get me?
What?
Yeah.
Another inexperienced? What? Diamande?
Diamande, Inacio. What's my man?
Inacio looks all right.
Diamande's had a good season, but I feel like
what happened to all that Silva hype from Benfica last season, or that Diamande hype last season?
I mean, if Monster's here, I would say Van Dijk's free in the summer.
Yeah,
my man said, yeah. I mean, that'd be amazing. I don't want to sign a new deal.
Yeah.
Apparently, Van Dijk got offered to Real Madrid, and Real Madrid rejected it.
I like Marilla.
Apparently, allegedly, Joe Gomez is a shout, by the way.
Araujo.
Thomas Araujo, from Benfica.
The brother from Barca.
Ronald one that he's just come back from a man. Is he still injured?
I love that guy, bro. I would love to have him on our team, but he just so injury prone, bro. He's just so injury prone.
I think Joe Gomez is a wicked shout, personally.
From the car.
Joe Gomez for what? Joe Gomez to do what? To be injured when you need him.
But what do you mean he's bet? I know he's out at the moment for a small amount of time, but he's been available for a long time.
Yeah, because he's not playing. Put his
body.
When they went
last year,
bro, you're talking about 4 years ago. Put Joe Gomez. I like Joe Gomez, but put his body under strain. Yeah, in a 38-game season, he'll be missing when you need him. I don't think he can play full seasons. He's a good squad rotation player. But if you're bringing somebody in and you need him available X and Y, not for me, Gomez.
Yeah, I said Schlotterbeck, but the only thing about Schlotterbeck is he's left-footed in it. So imagine having a back three of 3 left-footers. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
And again,
is he really? I thought he was
Schlotterbeck's cold.
So just one thing on Schlotterbeck is, and I'm not seeing him super a lot, but whenever there's a player who gets praised more for their on their ball than their defensive work, it always worries me. Schlotterbeck defensively is not it. Yeah, to me.
Not in a back
on the ball, he's a nice player, good passer, great angles, progressive. But whenever I see names like Schlotterbeck, I'm like, what do you want from this defender? Because he ain't.
I don't think he's that. But when it comes to wide
sheets.
areas in the back three, I think he suits it to a T for me.
I'm not convinced him in wide areas is particularly great. To be honest, I'm not
really
moved by him.
Nah, I can't say that, bro. He actually plays fullback for that.
Yeah, but Calafiori plays fullback, and I'm not convinced by his defending in wide areas either.
Yeah, but Calafiori, no, bro. See, that's in the beginning.
Is Schlotterbeck better defensively than Calafiori?
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah, I've only got sample size of Calafiori at Arsenal.
That's not that high of a bar.
Right now,
I know that's what I'm saying, but is he?
Like the bar isn't like super
Calafiori
high.
had a good game against Brighton. Calafiori had a good
See-
game against Brighton. I think the hypo. I think like Calafiori gets slated. Like it's a bit overcooked, personally, in my opinion.
Yeah, I said this as well.
I
The
think he's
most
just bad. Nah. See, hooks. The only thing that I have about Calafiori is like his wide area defending to me is like iffy. I've been saying that since the beginning of the season when you guys signed him.
But that's because he's a centre back.
What?
That's because he's not like
these guys are saying Schlotterbeck's better than Van der Ven. You guys are dumb as fuck.
I said this one. I said the most realistic option, which I also put in one of my tweets, was Jonathan Tah. Because he's cheap.
That's what I said.
He plays in a back three. In a back four, he's really sus, but in a back three and wide, he can do pretty much a bit of everything. And he's
but he plays center back in the back.
What about De Vrij?
Too. He does not. He can't defend wide areas.
De Vrij, bro, that ship sailed years ago, man. That shit.
Man, I really the player that I wanted was.
Hey, I'll say this.
He went to
I'll say this. Since you've been talking and doing like little like whispers of each other, I'm like, there's out of favor Romero back three Atalanta days. I hear it. Run it up. I hear it.
You know what? Romero at Chelsea.
Hey, I'm just saying, innit? Like, if you don't want to sign a new contract at Tottenham, and Tottenham and Chelsea been speaking about transfers of swapping and all this shit recently and all that bollocks, like, and whatever. I'm just thinking, might work. Like I said, Atalanta days. Does no one ever remember Romero in the Atalanta days? Cold. No one likes that
I
shot.
hear it.
I
hear it.
Shot. Go get the fuck experience.
Oh, what about Tomori?
Too small. Too small, man.
His
That
name
was
is
his issue at the beginning.
See, the thing is, if Chelsea had a left centre back, or let's say Vega was better than Cucurella, and then they had Cole.
This is funny, man.
Then the other one wouldn't sound so. The other side wouldn't be too bad.
I'm not capping here. Romero's better than every Chelsea centre back. I'm sorry, he is. Like, as in, like, I know Chelsea might think he's better than every Chelsea centre. Van der Ven's probably better than every centre back, but I'd probably allow Cole. But yeah, Romero's better than every.
Van der Ven's better than Romero.
He isn't better than Romero. Not at all. No, he's
just faster, isn't it? That's it.
He's just fast. That's what he's fast. He's faster. That's basically it. But like Romero's pretty much better at every facet of defending than Van der Ven. You know,
everything. You know, that's mad. Like, in this day and age, we're struggling to say centre backs that are experienced and got something good about them, and we also do the same thing for strikers. Yeah. It's insane. It's insane.
Van Dijk is the state of football right now. Like, overall, like what the level of some of these players that we watch on a week-to-week basis. If we actually look at the level of football that's being played right now on a week-to-week basis, it's disgusting.
Why not
comparatively to like the years in the past? It's just disgusting. It's not even like close.
Hear me out. Yeah. Why not just convert Reece James to a centre back?
They have tried.
There's already done
that. Reece James to a footballer first. That's what they need to do.
Whoa, what are you talking about, son? Don't act like you're not a footballer. What are you talking about, son?
He's not a footballer.
You just came off what are you talking about, bro? He just got hurt. That's it. That doesn't make him not a footballer.
Exactly. He's not a footballer.
That don't make him not a footballer.
He should be playing like snooker.
You just came up hot this morning. What you wake up eating this morning, son?
Bro, I didn't wake up saying. I'm just saying, like,
you woke up.
Someone mentioned Reece James and centre back. I'm like, bro,
what kind of shit is that? It's like he can't play football.
You see that?
Let that boy Reece rest. Let him rest.
You see that when Marcus Cunha has not yet decided if he will extend his contract at Wolves, Sky Sports.
This is what I was telling to Mons when he was attacking man in
Sky Sports
and man on Teams, blood.
Sky Sports, blood.
Yo,
I
Max
tweet
is
me
on
now,
one this
bro.
morning, son.
What do you mean?
Tweet me now, bro.
Sky Sports. You man are. I'll deep it. You man are starving. You
What?
man are starving.
Why are you acting like only a
Hooks,
few years ago?
Hooks told me. Hooks told me
our
off stage.
name?
Hold on. Hooks told me backstage when we signed Cunha. When? Not if. He said when we signed Cunha. And then when Fabrizio said, "Oh, he's looking to sign a new contract. He's going to sign a new contract to Wolves," I didn't hear a word from him. I didn't hear a repeat.
What do you mean?
Didn't hear a repeat from you.
I said it's still gonna happen, bro.
It's still gonna happen.
Because now we're belittling Sky Sports, but only a few years ago, our main source of transfers was Sky Sports, bro. We was all there. Sky Sports News on in the background. Bro, what? Now Sky Sports News aren't reliable.
Bro, our main source of Sky Sports when you man were competing, bro. Like that's what it is, bro.
Oh damn, that was
That's
like 20 years ago, innit? Oh,
Wait, we
20
were
years
competing
ago,
last year. We were
20
competing
years
last
ago,
year. We
man.
talking about
you call that it is competing.
Previous time.
Thanks for the
Come on,
title.
man.
But anyway, yeah, you
Like,
see,
you man-
Gabriel Jesus, is he that much better? I mean, is Cunha that much like better? I don't see
Then
that.
who? Cunha better than who?
Cunha's top.
Jesus,
We're not
bro.
gonna do that.
Yes,
We're
but
not
I
gonna
don't
do that.
understand.
Oh, okay. That's a good question.
You know what it is? In
That's what I'm
profile,
saying.
you know what? Yeah, in profile, I hear it. Like they're not number nines, but the thing is, like Cunha's not being used as a false nine for one in it more time. He's not there. Like he is there, but more time he's playing off the left or whatever. Cunha's like more one. Cunha's way more physical. Yeah. And when he drives with the ball, he's way more efficient. Like, because I don't get me wrong, I think Jesus is great at driving as well, like with the ball, but it's just not as powerful as a runner as a Cunha. The thing with Jesus, though, I think he's just tidier in tight areas, of course. And obviously, evidently, I think Cunha's just getting better per season. And I know he's in the worst team. He's not playing against low blocks and stuff, but I think he did. I just think he's just a little bit more effective, and I think that's okay to say.
But Cunha has something that Arsenal lack to an extent, which is transition threat, the ability to like run with the ball, drive with the ball, beat a man, go through lines, and he's got good passing ability too. I think he's more of a winger attacking midfielder.
Than
Jesus is more of a forward / striker, but they have similar. Like if you were on like Football Manager or FIFA editor and you were like playing with the player's stats, they have similar attributes, but the biases are kind of different. So I think he's a good player, but for the amount that Arsenal want to win the league. So I guess it's one of those things where if they don't get him now, I think there'll be a lot of teams. I think United would be in for him in the summer, and I think United will place a high value on him. But yeah, I mean,
if we don't get him now, then we won't get him. If we don't get him now, then we won't get him.
That's what
I was gonna say.
I don't know if.
Where do you think he plays for you guys? Where do you think he plays for you guys?
Realistically,
left wing.
Realistically, I probably think he would play either left wing or the left 8 if he came into Arsenal. But if it's the left wing, but I'm so happy because the less I have to see of this Martinelli brother, the better.
That's
you know is they come around at some point. I'm glad.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say something, Mons. But like
I've been
I knew you couldn't.
I've been screaming Martinelli bed for time.
That's right in your avenue. You have to say something about that.
But you know what it is, though? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. Cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. You know what I'm saying? What it is, man.
Don't you man think that?
I'm gonna be honest. Cunha fits Man U 10 times better than they fit Arsenal. Just that inside 10 role where he doesn't have to occupy those wide areas. It's like
I hear it, but hear me out though. No, I think he does too. Obviously, on paper, but hear me out. Yeah, if you have Declan Rice, because he's going to be probably the sixth going forward, Party will leave and stuff like that, and he's just a clamper, right? And he knows deficiencies and obviously his advantages on the field. But then you have a Cunha and an Ødegaard. I'm thinking, fuck, you've got a really good box to box because his energy is very high. Even when Ødegaard wants to do this thing where he's lower down the pitch, you've got Cunha who can drive up and still be fine. Because we talk about creative outlets of what they have in the midfield, they don't have that. Where Ødegaard can do more of the dictating thing, and it's less creative. You would say less creative
pressure, stress,
responsibility. It drives, it comes off, and you know what I mean. And the link up because they play false nine, it links up with Cunha a little bit. He's used to that with Strand Larsen a bit. I just think it works for me, And obviously, if they want to use him off the left, he's miles better than Martinelli, sorry, and flipping.
Yeah.
Obviously, Trossard can always be a bench option. So I think
Trossard would be
he'd be utilized quite well at Arsenal. But obviously, it makes sense for Man United because they need someone that's going to be a starter regardless. And we're starving. So anyone's going to look good at that part. But it depends. It depends if you want. You got to think, does Cunha want to move now, play Champions League now as well, or do you want to go and wait till the summer and buy your options there? That's the one.
There's no doubt about Arsenal having the better project at this current moment. Like, there's no doubt about that. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like positionally of like where he would be placed. It just makes more sense in playing that inside half space. On either side, he could play either side inside half space, but he just in playing in that inside half space, and that's his only responsibility is driving at players from that inside half space. That's where he would drive. If you tell me he's going to play box to box, like what Arsenal need in that 8, in my opinion, is more of like a distributor, someone who could keep that ball moving and get into the box and score in certain moments.
Someone like who they used to have. But
yeah, exactly.
I don't want to say his name.
Yeah. We won't say his name.
What's the name?
Someone who they used to have. I don't want to say his name. I don't want to say his name.
Say his name.
Is that him?
Hey man, you can give him clues. I think he left
for like 10, 20 million or something like that.
What's his name?
What was he actually became an invincible. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Hey,
I don't say his name.
That's the guy.
What's it? Who?
We're on the same page.
I don't say his name.
We don't say his name. Voldemort. That's what his name is.
They replaced him with Marino, who's not even 5% of the player, apparently, according to
the the NPC. Right.
I don't say his
name. But we told him that he was an NPC in the beginning of the season. That's okay, though.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Everyone else wanted him as well, and
someone said that.
So who are we actually talking about?
As it stood, it was a decent window. Who
are we talking about?
Even though they chased him for 4 weeks.
How is Cass still lost?
How have you not found? He told the fans.
How is Cass still lost?
Very told the fans to F off his own fans. You know who that is, bro.
Who?
Voldemort, son.
Very infamously, bro. Come on, man.
Why can someone not say his name, blood?
Generation X, bro. Generation X.
His name. Only Hooks is allowed to say his name.
Generation X. We aren't allowed to say his name. So.
Expat.
But by the way, Hooks, did you read the Aubameyang? Did you read the Aubameyang?
Granite Justice. I remember that.
I haven't read the whole thing, but
who Granite Shack? Oh, that's my favorite.
He's
my
favorite.
I haven't read it. I've just seen a few of the quotes.
It's my favorite saying. It's my favorite saying.
Definitely want to have a look at that. So.
Yeah, well, something that one of the quotes was something like how apparently when he left, Arteta actually sent him a good message, and like he was actually saying that there's actually no beef between him and Arsenal or Arteta. So yeah, but I haven't read it yet. But I mean, it doesn't help me now. I mean, it doesn't help me now. Like I mean, you get it.
It's just a weird situation. That, in my opinion.
Yeah. Why? Even moving on. Marmoush. See, I don't understand. So, all right, Jan Arne Fjortoft. I think that's Jan Arne Fjortoft. Yeah, him. He come out and said, "There's no way Marmoush is going to be moving this window. Frankfurt don't want to sell him, and obviously, he's got his own targets and stuff like that. Yada yada yada. But the only way is if they tempt him with like an 80 million euro, 72 million pounds, basically, right? That's the only way. Like a big fee. They're saying he's worth 50 million. Liverpool target in the summer as well, by the way. If people don't know. So, but now like Sam Wallace, who's quite reliable for Man City, saying that no, Man City want him this window. They're prepared to pay 50 million, but I don't think they're going to get him for 50 million.
Yeah, I don't know.
This guy comes to you, and they upgrade. I feel like because you have a lot of scrubs, right, at the moment, that's just not performing to the level that you need. There's lots of questions around Jack Grealish's future, anyways. Recently the Savio stuff and those things from before. Your midfield needs a bit of legs as well. You need more ball carriers. We talk about how much you need a ball carrier. That's a bit more of an attacking threat than, let's say, Mateus Cunha. Mateus Nunes. Marmoush comes to you, and I think there will be an adaptation period, but I think he'd thrive, man. He's a dead ball specialist as well.
What is he, a 10?
No, they don't need him like a 10 left winger, but it's
he can finish striker for Harden if need be. He's He's wicked, man. You know what? You know what it is for me with this brother, yeah? I'm not going to act like I watch Frankfurt, but I can just see through them long 15 minutes. It's not even like it's a 6-minute There's like 15, 20 minutes at a time of how good this guy is. I said,
His case study kind of long.
His case study is crazy.
Case
When you
study,
get 10, 12 minutes or 15 minutes compilations, you're good. Because they're showing more than just your best bits. They're showing you everything, bro.
How about this? And they're not filling the comps with the replays. You know those comps where they do something and they replay it from
trust me, if I was these compilation guys, I would be doing up like an OnlyFans thing for this. If you want 4 minutes, it's 15 minutes. Subscribe to my OnlyFans for the compilation, blood. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be about news and stuff. Show me everything. I'll see everything for subscription. Crazy. Are you guys good business idea, by the way? Don't you not think it's a good one?
Are you guys saying that you're
OnlyFans football?
You're convinced by Marmoush?
I think profile. You know what it is profile wise and the way he is. It's not like he's a Mkhitaryan who's coming over like lightweight and stuff. I think he's good, man. I think he's it. It's quite similar to Cunha. Cunha comes over he started off in the Bundesliga pretty much before he went to Atletico, before he came over here. He's like a similar profile. Do you know what I mean? Who was he at? He was at
Hoffenheim.
Hoffenheim. That's the one. He was at the Firmino replacement in a sense.
Cunha was at Atletico, wasn't he?
But before he got Hoffenheim.
They had him and Jolinton on the same team.
Yeah. Young Cunha's at Hoffenheim and he was ripping it up. That's why my man liked him.
It was Isak that was at Dortmund, didn't it?
Yeah, Isak was at Dortmund for a short time.
I'm pretty sure Leipzig bought him for a year.
Leipzig, they did, and he ripped up there as well.
Wait,
was he not? No, was he not at Hertha Berlin? The blue and
yeah, I was going to say, I didn't. Yeah, so
you're right. My bad.
For me, on Marmoush, I think he's a good player, but like I like to watch Liverpool's conduct on these kind of things because obviously, you know,
Liverpool target him, he must be good.
I think Michael Edwards, to me, Michael Edwards is the GOAT. He is the best football director, evaluator of talent like I've ever seen in my life, right? So I know Richard Hughes isn't Edwards, but like obviously if Liverpool are looking at Marmoush, he's obviously a player that's got a lot of quality. Now, my issue with City looking at Marmoush is more, okay, what do they specifically want to do with him? Rather than, I think going through
rather than the actual player.
As in like, I know if Liverpool wanted Marmoush, it would be really, really granular as to why they wanted him, specific, how he's going to play, all of this sort of stuff.
They're saying is that Alvarez replacement, in a sense.
Okay, so
there's a big gaping hole.
Yeah, he probably could do multiple roles in it.
Yeah, so he's gonna play across the attack, and that's what they're thinking.
I would say so, yeah.
As like how Alvarez did last year, where he played in the
Alvarez
playing the 10 striker someday.
Alvarez, he wasn't happy with his minutes.
Attackers are very worrying to purchase if you're a Premier League club. I can't lie.
Yeah, because if Alvarez wasn't happy with his minutes after one season, why would Marmoush be happy with his minutes after one season?
I mean,
I guess the only difference,
because that's why Alvarez left. That's why Alvarez left.
But the only difference, is Marmoush can play on the wing. That's the only difference.
He's been doing it.
Alvarez, you're kind of forcing him on the wing.
But would Pep? Okay, so with the current wingers that Man City have, there's Savinho. He's looking more like a left winger now. A project for the future. Clearly a project for the future, and he's starting to click. Whether that carries on, we don't know. Last 2 games has clicked very well in terms of numbers. Obviously, his performance is still decent.
Will, but that's a different.
You know, here's one. I'll tell you for free. I think Jack Grealish is gone this summer. Don't think they want him. I think he's gone.
If Jack Grealish goes, I can see happening.
Too many different issues.
That's what they're trying to force. That's what they're trying. They're trying to phase him out already, bro.
Yeah, you can kind of tell.
Yeah,
they off the pitch, man. But on the pitch, I see. I don't know about you guys. Grealish.
I still like Grealish. I don't get me wrong, but he's got a lot of off the field problems. It doesn't get as highlighted as a Marcus Rashford, for instance, but you know what I mean, because there's more spotlight around it. But you know what I mean?
Well, I'm saying, go that way. You know what I'm saying? Go let them protection. You know what I'm saying? We'll see when it comes to
what was that?
Ain't about it. Ain't about a thing. But with
I need to see this.
I love Grealish, innit? So I'm not gonna get on Grealish today. Grealish is my guy, man. I can't.
Bro, I find it hard to even get onto treble winners and all that stuff. That's why I don't like him as a player.
I take Grealish over Rashford.
This is what exactly,
Spurs
bro.
need a Grealish profile.
This is what I'm saying. Like the G. You know when you said GA's really ruined the way people perceive players, especially like Grealish has never been an inside forward. Now he's a wide midfielder, like an old school wide midfielder. A bit more
wide
modern
playmaker.
time.
What?
Yeah, but also,
Grealish is a maverick, bro.
Yeah.
Maverick.
Pep just said, "Stop that maverick shit. You pass back. You get that ball and pass back, bro. You get that ball pass back, boy."
But the thing is, Mons,
I like Grealish a lot, bro.
now, but you've also got to take individual accountability as well. And I do think that when Grealish first came to City, to me, I think he got overawed a little bit by some of the personalities.
I turn out that might get me flipping.
Like, he didn't to me. I think
that tune, man.
so. There's a little bit about the profiling of Grealish because obviously Villa were a little bit more counter-attacking when they got him, and he was a transition monster. Goes to City, more in possession, needed to find his place. I think how Lee Carsley used him for England a little bit is nice. That to me is how you should use Grealish
for Villa in the last season.
Yeah, be the fulcrum, be the main playmaker of the side. Let the team build around you. So I like Grealish. I think Spurs would be like good for someone like Grealish. Like I think he would help us. Like he gives us something we lack. But I just think he needs to. What's it they say? Rediscover his joy for football.
Bro, the worst thing is Grealish could have gone to any other team and he most likely would have been allowed to do what he would be allowed to do.
Exactly.
Maybe at Arsenal.
He really should have gone to United. Really.
That time when he went, no, you know he's United.
Only if Kane went there.
Because my thing is you ended up they ended up with Sancho. Grealish would have been a better fit.
We're waiting for him to get relegated.
I'm not even gonna act like Grealish because for me, for a player, Grealish obviously had to adapt and had to, play that very specific role in facilitating the pass before to Haaland. Yeah. Like it was, you could see it was so specific what he was being asked to do. So you could even say that for so long.
How about this? They don't win the treble without Grealish. How about that? Because Gundo. I say this bears. Look at the place, the space that Gundo used to attack time and time after again.
Yeah, it was so specific.
Which also allowed Haaland more free space in the box.
But that's why I said
people don't want to see that because it's all about did he get a goal and assist?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said the pass before the assist to Haaland. That's why I said that, the pass before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Sorry, man. That's my favorite saying.
Yeah, the pre-assist. I don't know why I didn't just say the pre-assist.
Yeah, favorite saying.
Pep's been doing this with players. Look at Bernardo Silva before he came, when he was at Monaco. He was a much different player to
Pep. Oh my God, Bernardo at Monaco was even the first when he came overseas. It took him like a few months to kind of adjust a little bit. But after that, he was like, this guy's cracked. He just used to loved the big game. Bernardo's one of them. I think Bernardo's going to go in, when you talk about players through the times, he's going to be one of them players like, you remember Bernardo? Like, I don't think he gets enough
underappreciated
player.
Pep does it to all these players.
Again, guys, by the way, I understand, as I said, for me, Jack Grealish has never been a player for me. I've always said he's one of those rare players where his numbers don't not ever, but it's never been a numbers thing for him. Don't get me wrong, not scoring a goal in 2024 is not acceptable, by the way. We're not enabling that.
100.
That's what we're not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna act like that's okay. No, Max. No, Max.
No.
That's not what we're not gonna do. That's not what we're not gonna do. Because when players like Haaland go through patches where he's not scoring, because it happens to everyone, happens to the best of us, happens to the best strikers we've ever seen.
Bro.
Strikers have moments where they don't score goals. What happens then?
You lot will laugh at them. You were crucified.
No. I'm saying what happens to the players like the Grealishes then?
What, when Haaland doesn't score or when Grealish doesn't score?
No, Grealish doesn't score. I'm talking. Of course, it's Haaland. Grealish don't score anyway. I'm talking about Haaland.
This is what I'm saying. You can't blame Haaland. I would blame someone creating for him, like a Grealish, for him not scoring. Because you can't blame a man that's starving, bro.
Yeah, but he's also missed mad.
Haaland's missing the chances. I said when the goals dry up, not the chances dry up, because Grealish is still doing his job technically. But I'm saying when the goals dry up and you're looking somewhere else for someone to score me one fucking goal, bro. Give me one.
That's easy.
One. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Bro.
That's why I said there needs to be some sort of balance of output sometimes. That's all I'm saying. I think Grealish has said he's a maverick. I say all these great things about Grealish. I give him all the time in the world. But to not score a goal in 2024, let's not be stupid here, guys. Goals win games. Goals win games. Look at Mahrez. Mahrez for me is just as technical as Jack Grealish. I don't care what anyone says. Probably even more technical. Like technical god. Like we're talking. I've not seen a first touch like his first touch. There's just not many in it. If we're talking first touch, especially, there ain't many. Yeah. There was still a balance of numbers on his team. There was still a balance of numbers. He could score goals. He could set up goals.
He was a bit more of a shooter. Some guys just have killer instinct, and he had that, bro. That's the thing. Mahrez had killer in him. Grealish doesn't have that, bro. I don't think he's clinical now.
Neither does Sancho. But I'll see a Sancho goal once in a blue moon. I'll see a Sancho goal. You know what I'm saying? Joey can vouch. Every now and then you'll see a Sancho goal or assist. Every now and then you'll get one of those.
Well, Sancho assist wise, he's actually been pretty good, but goal wise, it's a now and again thing. Every once in a while, you'll get a Sancho goal.
I mean, but Sancho's having his little remontada at the moment. Grealish can have his little remontada going somewhere else as well. There's plenty.
I agree. He needs a different environment.
That's all it is. He might as well just go back to.
Bro, listen. I don't even know if Nottingham Forest make Champions League. Yeah,
Villa though.
Listen, if I know this myself, if I'm Nottingham Forest, Villa don't have a left side of the league. Yeah, I'm going. I'd ask Grealish, like, do you want to come back to the Midlands?
Nah, man. I don't want to sell him to the Premier League. I think we've learned our mistake now.
Bro, what do you mean, bro?
You didn't learn nothing. You're gonna sell him, bro.
Grealish is a homebody. He ain't leaving the UK.
Yeah,
my man said a homebody. Do not kill me.
Bro, I live in the UK at 30 years old.
You know what?
Wants to discover a new environment. Discover himself.
Grealish. How about this? Grealish is worldwide. If you know what I mean. Grealish is worldwide. I'm talking blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yeah. He is calm. Don't worry about my boy Jack. You know what I'm saying? Jack's worldwide, blood. So I hear the homebody talk.
He might go kick ball in the Jamaica League. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's not really. He don't like too much calcium. Let's put it that way. He's not really a calcium man. He's not really a calcium man. You know what I'm saying? Rashford's a calcium man. You know what I mean?
I think Grealish has a solid repertoire of milk, like oat milk. Like,
I think he's got
semi-skimmed.
Wait.
Is semi-skimmed in there? But
I think it's baby
bit of red top.
His baby mum's is white, I swear.
Yeah, he's even a baby.
That's why I said worldwide. That's why I said worldwide.
No, but he's like no. I don't know. No, but he's a good-looking lad. I think the guy can dabble. The guy can purchase whatever cow to develop whatever milk he's looking for. Right? I think he's fine.
Yeah. He likes his curry.
He likes fine in terms of like getting. He likes his rice and peas. He likes it.
Let's just say he likes his rice and peas in it. You don't mind a little curry go here and then a little oxtail. You don't mind that, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
He's a legend for that picture still.
Yeah, that picture will never die, blood.
Let me ask you, Jay, quickly. I know the last part. Kolo Muani, you taking him 6 month long?
Absolutely.
Do you think he's he's just having a dead food period?
I think everybody. I think like Enrique is one of these managers that if you can't play his exact style, you're gonna look kind of bad.
Nah, you're gonna die. Is what you're gonna do. You're gonna die.
I think they overloaded attackers as well. So they bought a lot of attackers, PSG, without no rhyme and reason. I'm like, listen, the guy 18 months ago was coming off his breakout season at Frankfurt. Now, a year later, where he's been played, not as the main man, hasn't really gone perfectly for him. That's not long enough for me to be like, I'm not going to throw away a talent like that. Like, I think he's got a lot. When Kane was leaving, he was very top 3 for me options to replace him as who I thought we could get.
Yes, you would have linked with him too.
Exactly. So my thing is a year later, I'm not going to throw away all my logic about him and be like, the guy's crap. I don't think he's crap. I think he's a good player. I think in terms of January, probably as good as it gets in terms of what we're able to, especially if he's on loan. I don't know who else we can get better than him on that kind of deal. And if you're looking at 40, 50 million, even that, I don't know. I'm not unhappy with that to strengthen the attack. So for me, I think, I think that Muani is a good player. I think you know who he reminds me of. He reminds me of Danny Welbeck a lot. Like that's how I view
He's
the
not
player.
going to play striker though. He shouldn't play striker for anybody. He should be playing like inside forward for somebody.
Yeah, that's what. But the thing is, with someone like with him, like for us, like he could play off the left, he could play off the right, he could replace Solanke, rotate. So I see a lot of like I see the potential for him in our system.
I hear it. For you guys, I do hear it actually. I think like you're playing Timo Werner on the left hand side, so I just playing Kolo Muani there is just like a better version of what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Even
like
I don't think Brennan's having a particularly good time over the last couple of months. So again, I think he could sit on the right wing and duplicate that output anyway. So no brainer for me. No brainer.
Yeah, I actually think it's a good fit for Spurs.
Club's just announced that Son is staying for another year. I think I'm making that one.
Sad signed an extension.
Damn,
bro, they can't give up that Korean money, bro.
We
give up that Korean money, bro. That them shirt sales money. You know what I'm saying?
Question: Did he actually go back in? Did he actually go back a year in age? Like, did that thing stick? Like, or was that actually was that like real? No, because I never actually. Is that actually real? The whole gone back age back a year thing, or was that like I don't know?
What are you talking about, son?
Son, remember when they said he's now a year younger?
What? I don't remember that. What would he be a year younger?
Remember when they said he was a year young? Like, Jay, help me here. Oh, you're on mute. He's on mute. You're on mute.
Korea changed the way that they measured ages and stuff, and technically he should have dropped a year in age. So yeah, obviously that hasn't helped him with his running stats this season. He's actually running like he aged an extra year. But that's my guy. He's the face of the franchise. Like, I'm very happy that he's staying. And I think and for me, I think he's a trophy. And I know, obviously, for Spurs, that's a big asterisk. That's the elephant in the room where it's like a trophy. Everyone's looking at me like, "Wait, land the plane, Jay. Where are you going with this?" He would be the best Spurs player of my lifetime, I think, probably, or the biggest legend if he wins a trophy. If you
just a Carabao.
You must be talking about that FA Cup. You must be talking about the FA Cup, bro.
Even just the Carabooty, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
Now it's getting praised.
Listen. The way I'm looking at it is like, obviously Bale, Kane,
it's cool when they do it. It's a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all these guys, Kane, Bale, all these guys were. You can argue with higher performing players, but no, like, obviously if Son brings us a trophy home, then he'll be. He'll be the guy. So I'm hoping he does it.
Bale already won you a trophy.
What trophy did Bale win us?
What, 2008? Won the League Cup.
He wasn't there. I don't think he was there.
He was playing.
Bale wasn't there?
No, I don't think Bale was
there.
I think he was like
2010,
11 or something.
Couple years after he came, no?
When he ripped Mike on, blood.
Or was that 09?
I was like, when Redknapp
was that 2009, 10?
Could have been. No, I don't think it was.
Bell wasn't there when you won a trophy.
Didn't Maicon win the treble or something like that?
No.
And then the year later, he got dusted.
Bale came after. Like I think we got him in 09, maybe 010.
I'm pretty sure Bell was 9-10, innit?
Definitely after.
Yes, it was right. It's 9-10, he signed.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, wrap up there. You can go subscribe to everyone, of course. Once it's out, no show.
By the way, it's out.
Oh, what we saying, Mons? Are you beating us tomorrow or not?
Oh, we're doing that. Oh, we're doing.
I don't think I'm gonna see you before tomorrow.
That's what we're doing.
We can finish on this, Kaz. Tell me, we can finish on the Carabao games.
Well, I can't see Monster's streams yet, so I mean, I was gonna.
You have to refresh it.
I did.
Okay.
Refresh it again, bro.
Monster, what's the score potential? Who's more delusional? Marcus,
wait, it's that White Hart Lane, isn't it?
Marcus, listen, Newcastle robbed us at the weekend. I think everyone knows Newcastle robbed us at the weekend. I will be offering no further comment on that. Moving on to our semi-final. Thank you very much, Marcus.
First leg, I'm not gonna lie. I think we win still. 2-1.
Nah. We're gonna beat you tomorrow. We're gonna beat
Oh man.
We're gonna
Alright.
beat
Bale was in that. Bale was in that.
Can you guys
listen,
document this? Can you guys
listen.
document this?
Oh, there you go then.
Listen, guys, listen. I got a feeling. Yeah.
5 appearances, 1 goal in that EFL Cup.
Don't
So the
worry,
Black- so
listen,
the Black Eyed
don't
Peas,
worry
no?
about it, guys. Yeah. I have a feeling. We scored 3 goals against them. Yeah. Now, obviously,
Well, you reckon
Liverpool's-
it's not going to be a B team because they
No,
got
no.
Tranmere on
I
the
think
Tranmere
Liverpool.
or
I think Liverpool will rotate a little bit. I think
They won't. They got
Alex
they got
six
Accrington. They
changes.
got Accrington Stanley on the weekend. They are not rotating.
Okay, maybe they're not rotating. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, we're definitely getting a result. Let me downgrade from we're getting a win. We're getting a result. No, actually, we're gonna get a win.
Wow,
We
so
need
you
to
checked.
win.
So it was we're getting a win to now we're
Two.
getting a result. Which
Yeah. Now we
What
get.
we
Now we get. I think we'll take the W because the way I look at it is we need this.
You sound
we've knocked
insecure,
out
man.
City. We knocked out City. Shut up. These comments, these comments. Like we knocked out City. We've knocked out United. It feels like for us to win this trophy, we're going to do it the hard way. So yes, Liverpool is next. We're going to score a goal. We just need to be a little bit. I hope Anish tweaks it, sees what United did. Maybe play a little mid-block counter. It's not who we are, mate, but maybe for one game we can do it. And let's see, man. Let's see.
did you say mid-block counter? Like I'm just gonna change the way.
Hey, listen. You never know, mate. You never know. We can maybe switch it up a little bit and
You're not switching that enough.
because listen,
No,
look, listen,
Maybe switch it up.
Nothing is
That's
switching.
a good one. You ain't
We don't
switching
want-
up,
listen,
Jack.
we don't-
You know that.
yeah. But listen, we'll be there, and I'm looking at this very optimistically, boys. I think that we need this. Yeah, we need this. Yeah, everyone's like our need is greater than yours, Mons. And I think that
What?
I think
So you saying? Oh, you're saying oh, you don't need that. What Carabao Cup? You don't need that. Is that what you're trying to say?
you don't need that, bro. You've got bigger fish to fry, bro. Us,
You don't
we
need
have
that.
no fish. We have no fish. We don't even have a frying pan at the moment. We're just concentrating on getting the fish first, and we'll work out how
Right.
to cook it.
We'll talk about that more in depth with Ash tomorrow and whatnot. So yeah, man,
Right.
we're gonna go from there. So, but make sure you subscribe to everyone. Remember, if people don't know, bookmark this. Hooks goes live at like 10 a.m. in the morning. So if you're an early bird and he's not always Arsenal stuff, by the way. You can always catch him in the morning. If you want to catch someone at night time, pretty much there's Wab Sport. There you go. He's usually around 11. So if you're a bit of more of a late person, go and subscribe to Joey. Mike's needs to get a hold of himself. And then obviously Big Six Bands, we're going live in a minute. We're going to run out the conversation even more. One day, Jay might make a channel. But here we are. We're going to run out the Big Six Bands. Very saying.